Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new lesson in civics, that is lesson 5, working of institutions. Now, in this chapter, we are going to see the institutions of parliamentary democracy. We will learn how the country is governed and what does parliament do in our democracy. Then what is the role of President of India, then Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers, and how these institutions are related to one another. So, governing a country involves various activities. For example, the government is responsible for ensuring security to the citizens and providing facilities for education and health to all. Now, several arrangements are made in all modern democracies to attend to these tasks. Now, these arrangements they are called as institution. So, a democracy works well when all these institutions they perform functions which are assigned to them. The lesson starts with a government order which was passed on August 13, 1990. Now, this order is called as Office Memorandum and it was just barely one page, very short order. But it was very important because it became a source of controversy for several years. Now, what it contained was that it said that 27% of the vacancies in the government jobs and in government run educational institutions would be reserved for socially and educationally backward classes. We call them as SEBC. Earlier we had seen that only scheduled caste and scheduled tribes had reservation, but now a new category of caste also came up, that is SEBC, and they were given 27% of reservation in government jobs and government run institutions. Now this created a lot of controversy all around the country. Now here in this chapter we are not here to discuss whether the order passed was right or wrong, but with the help of this order we can come to know how many people were actually involved in passing of this order. It was not just one person who signed it or the officer who signed it, and the officer belonged to the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension. He was not the only person, but we will see the other people involved in passing of this order. So that means how the country is run, how even a simple order is passed involving so many people in the country. We'll see President, who is the head of the state, was also involved in that. Then Prime Minister, who is the head of the government. Then Parliament, its two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, various other ministers, and the Supreme Court, which is the highest judicial institution, was also involved in this case. The Prime Minister and the cabinets are institutions that take important policy decision. Then civil servants working together, they take steps to implement the minister's decision. And the Supreme Court is an institution where disputes are settled. So when we read the case study of this office memorandum, we will see in the last that how Supreme Court gives the final judgment when people protested against the decision taken by the government. Now one more thing, children, you should learn that this decision was taken in the year 1990 when Mr. VP Singh was the Prime Minister of India. He, in the Lok Sabha election of 1989, promised the people in his election manifesto that if he is voted to power, he would implement the Mandal Commission report. And so when he won, he implemented this commission. Though people were frustrated, some of the sections of course were frustrated, took the case to the Supreme Court, but Supreme Court's verdict was that the government order remains as it is and only the creamy layer of SEBC will not be able to take the advantage of this reservation. So now in the next class we are going to take the need for political institutions and the parliament.